Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to do chapter 3 Fibre to Fabric from the NCERT book of class 7. As we know that there are two types of fibers. They are human made fibers and natural fibers. But in this chapter we are going to learn about natural fibers. So as you may know that there are two types of natural fibers. Natural fibers. They are animal fibers and plant fibers. Okay, but in this chapter we are again given plant fibers. Sorry, not we are given animal fibers to learn about. Okay, so now as we know that there are two animal fibers, let me just write. There are two types of animal fibers. They are wool and yes, you are right, the second one is silk. But in this video I will tell you about silk, and in some other video I'll tell you about wool. So till then, bye bye wool and hello silk. Let's start with the definition of silk. Silk, a soft, lustrous and strong fiber produced by the silkworm in their cocoons and then collected by the human by boiling them. Okay, so we came to know that what is silk fiber. After that, we came to know how do we obtain it. Yeah, you are right. We obtain it from a silkworm. So we should also know about the life cycle of the silkworm now. So let's know about the life cycle of the silkworm. Okay, so with the help of this diagram, we are gonna learn about the life cycle of the silkworm. Okay, so first of all, we have an adult silk moth. It's a female adult silk moth, okay, and it lays eggs. We write it. It is an adult silk moth, and then it lays eggs. Lay eggs. Okay, and you know an interesting fact about an adult silk moth? It lays about 500 eggs at a time. Interesting, right? Now, when it lays eggs and the eggs become bluish in color. It means that the eggs are ready to hatch out. After the eggs hatch out, these small worm comes out and they are known as larva, caterpillar, caterpillar, and yes, final, silkworm. They have three names, right? Interesting. Now, after the silkworms come out of the eggs, they start eating the leaves of mulberry trees. Okay, and after eating the leaves for a lot of days, and wait, an interesting fact that the silkworms only eat the leaves of mulberry, because if they will eat leaves of some other plant, they may die. Okay, so keep this in mind. After eating the leaves of mulberry for a lot of days, they stop eating them and then they start swaying their head in the movement of to and fro. You know what is to and fro? To and fro is the movement like this. Like here and again here, again here, again here. So like that, to and fro movement works. Okay. And while swaying their head in the movement of to and fro, they start secreting a long thread made up of protein. The threads are made up of protein. Okay. Now, slowly, the thread covers all the body of the silkworm. And when it covers all the body of the silkworm, it is known as a cocoon. And inside the cocoon, the silkworm starts developing into another stage of its life, which is known as the pupa. Okay, here you may see that it is written pupa, but the thing inside this cocoon, this is the cocoon, the thing inside is known as pupa, but this thing is not called a pupa. Okay, after the silkworm is fully matured, okay, so it comes out of this cocoon and the cocoon bursts, so we get an adult silk moth again, and again it lays eggs, it reproduces, again larvae come out, again we have a cocoon, again we have, and this process goes on and on and on. Right, so we came to know about the life cycle of a silkworm. This is the life cycle. Okay, so now let's move ahead. Now, you may think that how did silk come into knowledge? Who was the founder of silk? How people came to know that we should wear it or not? What is the story of silk? To know all these answers, let's go 5,000 years back. Yes, you heard correct. 5,000 years back. Let's start with the story of silk. Once upon a time, there was a Chinese princess named Leizu. Her other name was Ji Ling Shi. She was sitting under her mulberry tree and she was drinking tea. Can you see this cup of tea? Yeah, she was drinking tea. And she was thinking that who is eating the leaves of my mulberry tree? While she was thinking, suddenly a weird thing fell into her cup of tea. She took it out with the help of a spoon, and you know what she found? A soft, lustrous, and strong thread. She immediately called the soldiers and said that please check if these are more on the trees. They got up to the tree and you know what they found? Some worms and some bee structures. And we all know, you and I, that these are cocoons. But that time they didn't knew na that what are these? The doubt was clear that who is eating the leaves of mulberry. But she said, oh, these are ugly. They can't be that thing. But immediately an idea came into her mind and she dipped the cocoons in the cup of tea. And yes, again, she found the soft, lustrous, strong thread. And she came to know, okay, by dipping them, this thread comes. After some days, she thought that, can I make a fiber of these things? And she called the tailor and said, can you make fibers of these fabrics of these threads? The tailor tried a lot and yes, a fiber was made. It was beautiful, soft, shiny, lustrous. Everyone in the kingdom and the king also liked it a lot. They agreed to make fabrics, and after some days, when the princess called out the soldiers to bring the cocoons, they brought very less cocoons. And then the princess said, "Why have you brought very less cocoons?" They said, "Madam, we went to take more cocoons, but there were only these cocoons." And the princess went and they said that, "Madam, there were some creatures on the leaves and they had feathers also." Then she said, "Okay, let me go and check." And when she went there, what happened? She found some small creatures with feathers, and they were coming out of the cocoon. Let me show you how these creatures look like. And yes, she found these structures. And I hope after studying that life cycle, you may know what are these structures. Yeah, you are absolutely correct. These are the silk moths. And they were coming out of the cocoon like these one. And can you see these cocoon silk moths coming out of the cocoons, right? So she came to know that, okay, this is one of the life cycle, part of the life cycle of the silkworm. But they thought before that they are dead while they are there. So an idea came again, that can't we make silk fibers from these cocoons? She asked the tailor. Tailor said, "No, madam, this becomes almost impossible to do so, because the thread, after the these moths come out, the threads, the cocoon is broken and the threads become too tiny, so that we can't join them, and that's why we can't make it." And uh, friends, nowadays that's why we don't wait for the cocoons just to emerge or break. We just boil the cocoons in the state of when the pupa is inside the cocoon, so that we can get a soft lustrous fiber. Now you may think that, how did the silk fiber came in culture of India and the whole world to wear, right? So that the answer to that question is, answer to this question is, after some years, this Chinese princess got married with an Indian prince. Okay, she got married with an Indian prince, and they got gifts, and yes, they got fibers also. So that India also came to know, got aware of silk fiber. And do you know an interesting fact about silk fiber on China? China leads 80% of the silk production in the whole world. China holds a part of 80% of silk production of whole world. Okay, so uh, this was a story of silk, and we came to know how we obtain silk fiber by boiling the cocoons and everything almost about the silk fiber. So it's time to say goodbye. I'll meet you in my next video, and if you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section, so that I can clear that in my next upcoming video. Till then, take care and goodbye. Wait! Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.